Oh, my Benue people. The Benue massacre. The Benue massacre. Since I heard the latest news, I've not been myself. Father, how long shall this continue? How long? My heart is bleeding. My heart is bleeding. For Benue people. If you know Benue people, very gentle people, they are not troublesome. When I was in school, my first year, my roommate was from Benue. John Egbo, if you are listening, if you are still alive, I lost contact with him. He was a good guy. He will bring yams from Benue. He will feed me freely. I wasn't suffering. He was in his final year. John Egbo was a good man. And after that, I met a whole lot of Benue people. All the Benue people I've come across, they are good people. They are selfless people. They are nice people. Benue people and Igala people. I can't bear what is happening to them. It breaks my heart every day. And then we have a government in this country. How are people still managing to sing on your mandate for Tinubu? How are they still managing to defect to APC? Leaders, do you have blood in your veins? How are you able to do these things? How are you able to carry on like nothing is happening? 200 people, 200 people. Every now and then we hear about 20 people killed. We hear about 40 people killed. That's what we kill. That's the news coming from Benue State. How long are we going to continue like this? How long? Is it because we have a Muslim ticket? Does Tinubu care? Now, listen to the names. Listen to some of the names of the people. They have been unaliving. Listen to them. Adam family. About 4 people were unalived in Adam's family. Tosa, Duse, Nguyilan, and Adam. Which religion do you think they belong? Aja family. Lydia, Theodore, and Iwese Aja. Are they Muslims? Oh my God. Akme family. 6 members, including Mercy, Isaac Akpen. Amaki family. Festus and Shatta Amaki. Ondo Vihi family. 5 members, including Joe and Nwaga Ondo Vihi. Duga family. 8 members were wiped out, including Regina Aundofa Duga. Lomba family. 7 members. Oh God, how can you lose 7 members? How can you lose 7 members in a family? 8 members. Oh God, people are heartless. People are heartless. Osho family. 7 members, including Philomena and Allah Osho. They don't mention all the names, just a few of them. Segba family. 5 members, including Victoria, Mimido, Segba. Other affected families include the Uke, the Ugba, the Tiokua, and Zekoho households, among many others. In a family, 8 people, 7 people. And our politicians are busy defecting. Oh my God, what are you defecting for? Just to keep power, so that you remain relevant. I know it is interesting to be in office, to keep traveling to Abuja, spend allowances and stay in hotels where you carry women. I know it is interesting. Once you taste it, you don't want to leave it. But for once, think about this life that will end one day. Think about the fact that you one day die and leave this earth. And you will not go to heaven with all the things you are acquiring. The government of President Tinubu has not done anything significantly about insecurity in Nigeria since the inception of this government in 2023. Absolutely nothing. You can't continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. Or how do you explain it? I just saw the other day when the VON called for a conference they called the National Dialogue on Citizen Engagement and National Security. And they invited the outgone Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Toko Burutai. You will see the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, on one side, and on the other side, dressed like a man who is enjoying, is Toko Buratai, who in his 8 years under Buhari did nothing significant. And is the man who is still taking part. You are invited to take part in a national dialogue. As what? As long as you continue to connect with these people that cannot be trusted. They continue to twist the system. Those who are still serving in the spirit of esprit de corps, they continue to respect their elderly colleagues. What is Buratai? What is Buratai still doing in the affairs of our security? How good was he when he was there? That you need his experience. They are not doing anything new. The Director General of DSS suggested a brilliant idea that until the people bear arms and begin to defend themselves. He even made an example of what he's doing with his people in Ogun State as an Ijebu man. Until the people take up arms. By the way, what happened to Samuel Oton's vigilante that is set up in Benue the other time? What happened? I think the present governor has an explanation to make. Oh my God, I cry, my beloved Benue people. Benue people, wonderful people. They are going through a lot. They want to wipe them off totally. They want to unalive them and drive them away from their land, from their fertile land, and take over. You can see the names there. This is not a case of anybody instigating anybody. All the names that have been unalived are Christians. These are Christians in the Middle Belt. Can't you see why nobody cares? Nobody seems to care about human lives. Our politicians are just pretending. Oh, I cry, my beloved Benue people. I cry. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. You don't deserve what you are going through. President Tinubu, that is why you don't care about these people that have been unalived in Benue State. There is a young man who left the military because of the nonsense going on in the military. One young man by the name X-Man. The man has been complaining about some GOCs that all they do is to make merchandise of the military, sending our boys to the war front, and then they are buying anyhow. Is the president unawares? The last time he had a press conference, a journalist asked him, won't you probe the military chiefs? Tinubu vehemently say he's never going to probe the military. He wants to be pampering the military so that he will continue to be in the good books of the military. Yet, the drafters of our constitutions made you the commander-in-chief. The reason they made you the commander-in-chief is for you to be able to control the army. Even Buhari managed to probe the military, whether skeletally or otherwise. But at least he made effort. But Tinubu said he is not going to probe them just because you needed their cooperation so that you'll be able to stay in power. During the last press conference you had, I remember very well. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing like farmers' headers crisis. It's not a crisis about Fulani herdsmen unaliving people. Farmers have no problem. They are unaliving people, wasting farms. It is not a crisis between farmers and herders. It's a case of terrorists against the people. People should stop calling it farmers and herders conflict. It is about terrorists, a people with an agenda. This estate of our father, Nigeria is the estate of their father. According to the Sardauna, they will treat the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools. Some still believe in that agenda. We have to stop pretending in this country. We have one common enemy. Those Fulani terrorists in the bush. They are the common enemy Nigerians have. And the federal government must stop pretending. Anybody is a suspect. Why are you still making them GOCs in Borno? Why are you still making them GOCs in Plateau? They continue to influence those that are there. And then Mr. President seems to be waiting for second term for him to do the needful. On what basis are you preparing for second term? On what basis? You think these people are going to stop? The other day, Alan Mowe or Magbo, the wife of a former Inspector General of Police, was kidnapped. And within a few days, the police went into the bush and unalived the terrorists and released the woman. Because she is the wife of a known man. But when these innocent poor people are unalive every day, we don't seem to care. I cry, my beloved Benue people. The food basket of the nation. No wonder food is expensive. Mr. President, on what basis are you preparing so hard for second term? How? On what basis? You are afraid to make the real decisions? Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention? Maybe because you want to please some people? Make the right decisions and you're waiting for second term? Is that how a true leader should run? Hey, I cry, my beloved Benue people. And Benue people, what are you waiting for? Enough of this crying. You are crying to a deaf and dumb people who will not react. You are crying and protesting. Women are protesting to a government that does not care. How long are you going to continue? It is high time you defend yourself. If the government does not give you guns, carry your dang guns. Let every village have its own vigilante. At least one terrorist you kill out of 100 will deter them. Don't just wait to be unalived every day. It is time for you to defend yourself. If the security agents cannot defend you, defend yourself. How are we able to carry on, dear politicians? How are you able to enjoy your position and your money? And people are dying. 200 people, 100 people, 440 people, 20 people every day. They want to wipe out Borno. You should know this is an agenda and tackle it accordingly. It is an agenda. They are bent on doing it. They are bent on carrying it out in their foolishness. Even though I believe God that they are never going to succeed. A president who means well for the people will hit the ground running from day one. You won't give a damn whether you get a second term or not. Do the needful. If at the end of the day you do well, it is the people who will be asking for a second term for you. You don't need to convince any governor to defect. Goodluck Jonathan had 22 governors, and yet he was maneuvered out of office. One thing most of you fail to understand about this country is that just when you think you have it in your hands, something always happens. Dig back to history. You are busy strategizing for 2007. Something is going to happen that is beyond you, that you cannot control. You think some people have the power to keep you in office? That's why you are defecting? You think some people through who can crook, they must come back, right? Then you don't know your country. Something always happens in Nigeria. Something always happens in ways you least expect. Keep strategizing. Keep strategizing. Well, you can handle INEC. Well, you can handle the police. Well, you can handle soldiers. You have enough money to throw around to buy the chiefs and the traditional rulers. You have the money to fund thugs. You have the money to do all sorts for logistics. Billions upon billions stolen money. You have all the money. But let me tell you, in Nigeria, something always happens that is beyond your power, that is beyond your strategies, that you cannot control. Watch out and see that 2027, you might not get there. Despite your strategies, you might never get it. Mark my word.